to the Twin Flame Divine Love reading for the week of, I'm going to do a consolidation. I apologize I didn't get this done sooner, but for the week of March 28th through April 4th, and also the full moon in Libra, which is on March 31st, 2018. Mercury in retrograde has been an amazing thing. It just kept holding me back from doing things, but it gave me major messages. So even with this moon, it's all about balance and harmony and truth about how we treat our relationships with those we love most and are close to, taking time to please those who are good to us, and finding a balance between who we truly are and who we feel others need us to be. Mercury in retrograde, coupled with this moon, is helping us recognize where we can make some positive changes in our lives and our relationships. If we can put aside the initial frustration of the miscommunication or lack of communication, it's just poking at us, as always, to let us know how we can approach things differently and embrace the changes that are going on. Okay, so feminine, you're stepping more into your power, ascending quicker than ever. And masculine, making those changes behind the scenes. Feminine, keep believing it is happening and for our highest good. As always, have faith and trust. We are being guided just as we are meant to be, and continually being open to healing and releasing. We are feeling the push towards balance. So within this next month, the number 4 month, 11/11, wishes come true. Our true wishes can come through, and our hearts truly open to receive it. And this message has been coming through loud and clear to me this week for the feminine. Believe, feminine, believe. It's the major message I have been given for this week, this moon, and our journey in general. Believe that the masculine is doing what he needs to do in order to help all this move forward. So this is all the messages I've been given this week. A lot of the times I look up around the moon, read some things about it, and then come up with things. But actually this time, this was truly channeled through me, through what I've gone through this week. I really feel the power of the feminine truly ascending, coming more into our power, and having more strength surrounding it. And it's needed because all the karmic stuff that the masculine is trying to just let melt away and release, and try to make better decisions surrounding all of it. So there might not be that much communication, but what there is will be quality communication, especially around this moon, the truth coming through, getting that balance of who we really are, as I said, and who we think we should be or what it should be for others. That's why it's important to give that love to the people closest to us instead of trying to impress or please others in this energy that's not true of who we really are. And we're going to be finding out who are those people that are true to us and those that need to fall away and release with this moon. Okay, it's really about justice, Libra. Balance, harmony, justice coming through. And the justice will come through for this next month of our true wishes coming true as long as we stay with our heart open. So for this week, starting the 28th, which I'm 2 days behind, and up until the 4th, what are those energies? And with this moon in there, what are these energies we are looking toward for the masculine and for the feminine? Woo. There's 2 for the feminine. I know, feminine, we have a lot of energy coming at us. Like there's a lot going on here. The masculine, no belief, he's working behind the scenes as well, but we are the one, we are the leader. Okay, let's go for action. Be aware of. Let's pop out, please. For the masculine. There we go. And for the feminine. Ooh. It seems like, in between them is where that's going. It seems like everything has been held back and slow because Mercury in retrograde slows it all down. But really, I do believe, everyone, that this is a good thing. Like it's holding us back from something we're always trying to push forward too quickly, and sometimes we stumble and we can fall backward because we do things that we're needing to change the way we react to things, especially karmic energy. And I do that attitudinal karma healing, which does really help with that. Because, I mean, whenever these things come up, bam, again and again, we tend to fall right back into our you know, I'm out of this. Why am I doing this? You know, you don't want to be in that energy anymore. We wanted to change that. So that's why the Mercury in retrograde is kind of putting up these blocks and saying, if you can stand there and say, what am I supposed to learn from this? What is the message they are giving me? And then move around it, right? The block comes and you're like, okay, I can keep doing this the same way, or I can do something differently and move around it and keep going. Learning from what that block is, what's holding us back, to take the time to figure out what's a better way of doing this. So for the masculine this week and within this moon, energy to be aware of for him is God of vulnerability. Good. He's open to new things. It's a number one. I don't know if you can see that. It's a number one, but he's the God of vulnerability. And that's really here. He's got all this golden around him. It's within his life purpose. He's getting in there more. He's getting in there down. And it's like I said, see how he's like crouching? It's like behind the scenes. He's getting into his emotions and becoming a little bit more vulnerable to what's going on in the 3D and recognizing what decisions he wants to make. So that's good for a new beginning. And it's Achilles, so he has that little, and we are his little Achilles heel. Okay, the feminine, the true feminine, we are his weakness in a way that he truly desires us so much, but fears vulnerability of it. And it's so funny because I got that message today. So definitely, they're not sure which direction to go in to make it better, but they'll be open more for more communication in the way of we definitely getting in the 5D. So this is like they're dropping some of their boundaries, like we keep getting the boundary card. They're dropping some of that more so to us and putting it up more to the karmic energy. So yes, becoming more vulnerable. We are their Achilles heel, so they have to. And in the golden yellow, their purpose is their weakness too, because they're always going to gravitate toward it, even though they feel like sometimes, you know, why do I have to do this? I'm just going to sit in it. Well, feminine, if we can do it, they are doing it. We say, no, I'm not going to fall back into and reacting in the same way. So for us, we're understanding that we have this power. We are the goddess of power. We have this divine energy. Be within it. Release that karmic energy around us, you know, and anything like with the Mercury in retrograde, and trying to get a better balance of our energies and not being who the karmic situation and people make us be, but being within our own divine power, within the goddess and the goddess of rage. And it's number 6. So when it comes to love, being in our passion. Okay, so coming up out of knowing we have the power to be in our passion, to be in our sacral chakra and our life purpose, and rage through this time. Really move forward in this time within this color, getting away from any karmic energy, taking back our power, our divine power. And it's been discussed often that Lilith was the first wife of Adam, and then Eve was the one who was the temptress and who was not right for him and then created all the problems. So it's like getting back into our power, getting rid of any of that karmic energy there, being the true divine, and rage forward with it, having that strength and that power to make a change. Do no longer sit back, knowing that we do have control of this. We can make this happen. No longer just fall right back into what we do, or fear of the masculine running away or not wanting to be with us, or, you know, fear of communication on times. No, rage through that. We have the power to rage through that. When it comes to love, knowing this love is truly what we are meant to have. Okay? And then together it's a number 4. So we're coming into that number 4. The wishes come true. Our true wishes are to be in our own power, our divine power, not what other people think of us or what other people think of divine feminine or feminine energy in general, and rage through it with our purpose and our sacral chakra, sensuality. And so the action for the masculine, joy, good. Being in this balance and dance. So number 9, releasing anything that is blocking his joy. And joy is the highest energy of all, right? So having this vulnerability, it's kind of like he's crouched down and going, oh, I don't know, I'm going within. I am very vulnerable, but I'm going to come out this way. I'm going to get up and be with my true love and feel that love fully. And the two together balancing with this moon. So for the feminine, we have, yay, that's what I thought, sacred sexuality, rage within it, with the number 6, again, within love, recognizing the sacred sexuality and knowing that he will as well. And anything that is stopping us within our sacral chakra of shame, blame, guilt, and anything around our feminine energy when we come into our sensuality or sex in general, the way we've been treated by a masculine energy in the past. This is sacred sexuality. This is such a passionate relationship, spiritual and physically passionate as well. That's why he has that little Achilles heel, because of the sacred sexuality. If we are within that action, within our feminine energy, within our purpose, he starts to be in his purpose and he steps up into this, the divine dance within joy. So that's what's the energy around us for this week and this moon. So really, please sit in it where he is. Between the two, going back and forth, what are we to be aware of? Separation. Okay? Now, I love this card because, like, you have Facebook and you have Instagram or whatever, and checking on it all or whatever, and it's like, no, during that time, this is what separates us. This is what creates the karmic energy when you're wondering and looking at it, and that's why that message came through to me is believe, feminine, believe. Believe it's going on behind the scenes. He is doing what matters. So during separation, do not check on him and create more karmic energy. You just make him more vulnerable to the karmic energy instead of your beautiful energy. Take away any of that karmic stuff, and part of that karmic stuff during separation is wanting to figure out what he's doing. It's not for us. Rage forward in your feminine and your divine purpose, paying attention to yourself, knowing the sacred sexuality is there, and he wants to be happy within it, okay? So don't make them vulnerable toward more karmic energies. Make them vulnerable toward your energy for this sacred sexuality he recognizes, and he wants to be in this joyful divine dance with us. It's very important to be aware of this week and with this moon. Believe. That's why it's there. Let's go one more. What do you want us to know to help us really focus on this? To be strong, feminine, no matter what it looks like. It's happening, and believe. All right. Okay, let us know about him. Yeah, he's trying to, he needs us to have this positive change. Make those changes. Like I said, we're being guided to do. Do the healings. Make those changes. Get back into your feminine energy. Please take any of that karmic stuff. We have the ability to take the karmic stuff up off of feminine energy around him, so he moves toward that instead of more karmic stuff by trying to check on him during separation, okay? All right, good. Truth always comes through with moons, so we don't have to check on it. If there's a message that we are to have, a communication that's supposed to be ours at that time, it will come through, okay? He's wanting us to make a positive change. Make those changes. Don't fall back into what we used to do in the past when we were upset from separation, okay? Because they are busy behind the scenes doing this. Believe. Can't say it enough. All right, so I'm going to pull a card for the masculine for this week. What is the main thing to focus on for this week for the masculine? And then do one for the feminine for the week before I go into the moon. Ooh, 2 here. For the masculine, 7 of Earth. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Okay, so there, the 7 of Earth, but here it is. They're well planted within their divine energies in the 3D, okay? And so and they're recognizing, I mean, there's some worry there. That's what's holding them back a bit, but it's unnecessary because no matter what, it's inevitable, it's happening. The seeds are planted. They're just worried a little bit along the way with the process, and that's why we're having to work so hard. Don't create any more karma for them to worry, okay? They're looking at all their options. They're trying to figure out how to do it, okay? So it's unnecessary worry that they're going through, and but that pause in action, as I talked about, Mercury in retrograde, is going to help them change how they do all of this, change what they usually fall back on and feel comfortable in, and look at all their options because it's well planted. They're working on it behind the scenes. The seed has been planted and it's now starting to grow. So there's unnecessary worries. Always also saying for the feminine, do not create the worry within yourself, within them. The 7, their divine energies are planted there within the 3D, and they're just in that pause moment with the Mercury in retrograde, trying to figure out what they want to do in a better way. The more we make better changes, instead of reacting in the same way, the better they get at that, as you know. And so for the feminine this week, 5 of winter, walk away from dishonest association, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. Yes, it's not worth the effort to check on him. Change that. Change what you used to do. When you felt alone and cold, change what you used to do. And it's dishonest associations, all that karma. But it's also, who are you really? Are you trying to be this person you think someone needs you to be? Or are you going to be who you really are? And make that change from the way we've been for this. There it is, balance with the moon this week. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. And this is with the definitely Mercury in retrograde. Is definitely getting these messages, this like the masculine, taking your time to extract while working on yourself, getting messages from them in the 5D, 3D, whatever way. If you need help decoding, I'm here for you. And it's a new beginning within your wishes, the 4. So it's a new beginning now for the feminine of a better balance, because we're opening up and changing the way we communicate or feel about communication, and then together is that positive change, arcana. So we are being definitely helped with the balance first this week, so they can come into balance, and they're taking that pause to figure out how to do that. Right here, taking that pause here. Being a little bit more vulnerable and recognizing, wanting us to heal any of that stuff going on, so we have to walk away from anything that's not true to us. Which was, that was the message given to me. Instead of behaving in a way that you think people, who they think you are, what they need from you, pay attention to the people who really nurture you and who are really good to you, and that's who you want to be and who you are, and accept you for who you really are. That's going to help grow all this for him to then feel good that he can be accepted for who he really is as he walks away from these karmic relationships, these karmic issues that have been surrounding him for so long, that even feminine, we've had to, work through, right? For ourselves. So let's go now to what we're really releasing and receiving with this full moon. Oh, whoa, feminine. What you're needing to release is huge. The past. Masculine. There you go, feminine. Wow. All right, this is a power-packed moon by far. Push it up. Accept it. I think it's because of Mercury in retrograde. It's like, it's odd, but it's like a good one. If you can take it in that way, like I said, and not get so frustrated with it and take the messages that it's giving to you and really move around the blockages and re-navigate yourself in a different way. We may have plans and think it should be this way, and something comes along, like I didn't get to do the weekly because something else came in its place and was needed, and I did it, and now, I am here. I'm going to just consolidate, and we'll have fun with it. You still get your messages. Okay. All right, so we got 1, 2, release, receive, divine surrounding us, and what is our outcome? Whoa, right here. This is the outcome. All right, make sure we're in the frame. Move this down a bit. To begin with, the energy surrounding this full moon for the masculine. Wow, nice. The world, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So that's what the energy is. It's an arcana. So it's like coming together with the 2, releasing the other, any karmic energy, but also number 3, being able to manifest what he truly desires in the end. He said he's working behind the scenes, he's manifesting, but he's going to come full circle, have the spiritual growth, he's going to recognize what's best for him, and that he can have a happy ending, okay? And so for the feminine, we have the energy surrounding the moon, Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, or support, a change in job or promotion. Ascension, like I felt. Okay, so it's our lucky time of ascension. We're ascending faster. We're getting more resources. We're opening up to receive the money, time, and support. And so we can now shift in our energies, and we are ascending. So that is absolutely beautiful. So good. I knew this was a good moon and more of a balance. I mean, I love these two together. Look how nice they work together. It's really spreading your wings and becoming true to who you really are. and making those better decisions, and that there can be happiness through the ending of any karmic stuff that the masculine is going through. And it's our lucky day because we're ascending even more, and a change, right? We're accepting those changes, we're making those changes, which is giving us our ascension, and in turn we will receive anything that's nurturing, money, time, support around this moon. All right, so what they're wanting the masculine to release at this time, 4 of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So release anything that's stressing them out. All these decisions and everything that's going on is just kind of like, please release. Number 4, either it can be 4 pillars of prison, or it can be a new foundation. Knowing that they are protected in these planted seeds, right? The insights, any of those insights that are coming through, those planted seeds, that is to take time off from what's going on karmically to recognize those seeds so he can bring them and change them. So it's that temporary pause that we saw for this week around this moon. What they're wanting him to recognize is, okay, take some time off from the stress. Release the stress surrounding any of the energy. And stress comes from not having forgiveness, not being unconditionally loving, or feeling unconditionally loved. So that's important for us feminine at this time to send that out there to them, sending them unconditional love as we ascend. Like the last time I was saying, we kind of put our hand out and pull them up, and now it's just surrounding them with the unconditional love so it can somewhat release the stress that they've been going through, knowing that we believe it now that they're doing it. So any of that stress can be released, and that's what they're wanting for the masculine. So feminine, pray for that. Any stress, and right with this card, any of the stress that's going on within this pause, they're taking time off, right? They're making that pause, okay. They need to be calm and everything. It is a pause. It's upsetting to them, but it's for the release of the stress that's been around that and the unnecessary worry that comes from this stress. It's unnecessary. Know that. So let's not create it by looking into it during separation. So for the feminine to release, wow. Whoa, these are beautiful cards. So anything we're blocking, right? 2 of Gabriel, communication, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So there it is. Release those people that don't share your vision, that don't know you. Don't try to please these people anymore, okay? Make a bold and ambitious choice not to please them, because this is what you're wanting to do, right? So that's where we're going with this. So here, then we have change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change brings. Change, see? And so procrastination, being in the same energy all the time and going, I don't know, I don't believe, I don't know what. No, release it. It offers freedom. There's that revelation of it's inevitable. It's happening within our divine energies. And number 7, new love, new 1 with 6, love. Okay, new love can happen. Believe it. Okay, this can happen even within communication. For the sun, the union, life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Release the negativity. Look, this is all here for us to have. Recognize it. Release any of the blockages surrounding that. And that also has to do with healing. Doing the healings, to even forgiveness, to really go through this all the time and releasing it. Right? But this is a major move to do that, because this is all for you to have. Okay? And it's just saying, listen, there is success. Keep positive. Get rid of the negativity. Believe. Stop procrastinating and sitting within any negative energy you have been, because you can be communicating in a better way with your true man instead of who you might be communicating with instead, to try to feel okay about yourself during the separation. Get rid of that. Okay? So to receive, to focus on to receive for the masculine is Knight of Ariel. There's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. So good. They want to receive him to receive the guidance, and that there's much that he's accomplishing, even if he's not feeling it so much. And then he's making that detailed plan, as we know. So they're helping him make that detailed plan. But we need to know, feminine, he's trustworthy, understanding, devoted. Okay? Devoted. He's there. He's doing it. Recognize it. As we are here, he's there. He's there. Doing behind the scenes. And 4 of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Extremes in how you save or spend money. So they want him to receive change. The change that's going on and really, yeah, being more balanced with giving and receiving when it comes to love. Instead of feeling stuck within those 4 pillars, it's actually creating a foundation that he can give a little bit more so he can receive as well. Having just, really the balance and the harmony. And taking away, they are helping him to not have that resistance change anymore. And it's also having them recognize we are no longer resisting change. Like, we understand there's change that is going on. We may not be seeing it, but we're definitely feeling it through the ascension of the feminine, through this. Definitely. And so what they're wanting us, the feminine, to receive with this moon is 5 of Michael. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So more uplifting approaches of number 5, positive change. Know we're protected in that positive change. And saying, you know what? You're going to step toward, and we want you to receive things that serve you more so. And we want you to receive the ability to know that the outcome is a positive one. Okay, the attachment here, the attachment we're having to it is that it's positive no matter what. And that is the uplifting approach they're wanting us to receive with this moon, of any information that comes through, anything with Mercury in retrograde, recognizing the positive, uplifting approach of it all to get you up out of what you've been in. When that obstacle comes, it's letting you know what you've been stuck in, and now it's uplifting you up out of that. Anything that does not serve you, this is what they're giving us the power to do. We can now detach from any negative outcome, and they're uplifting us with our approach to everything we've been feeling afraid of or fearful and needing a protection. We are protected within. Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder is what we're receiving to help. That's that uplifting approach, okay? Within communication as well, within our sacral chakra, our divine feminine energies, but also within communication. That there can be good communication. That, you know, I think a lot of us shut down the communication because we're afraid of what's going to come through or what we're going to learn here, which we don't want to. It's not for us to know. It's for us to stay in the knowing that this is happening and this is for our best, for our utmost good. We have now passion, opportunity, and inspiration. And we're doing something amazing when we step more into our feminine, true feminine energy and heal all the stuff surrounding it. Getting rid of the things that do not serve us is accept the healings, accept the release of the past is what they're asking from us. And 6 of Raphael, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Getting back to your true divine when it comes to love instead of all the karmic stuff that was on us. So it's still about healing and ascension from healing, and always learning about what needs to be healed or what we're guided to do. And the Mercury in retrograde is truly supporting this at this time. Beautiful. So receive the healing within love. Embrace your inner divine and rekindle who you really are instead of what you became because of the karmic energy. It's a big thing. It's a major thing to be released. And that's what they're wanting you to truly receive. Receive the healings. Get them. Be guided. Whatever. So, divine energy surrounding the masculine. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Perfect. And that's what passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. He's doing it. Feminine, recognize he is doing it, and he's attracting helpful people. They're putting them in his path. They're getting the communication to come through for him to recognize what his passion is and what he truly desires. Okay? And for the feminine at this time, with the divine energy surrounding this moon, is 9 of Gabriel. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. Be prepared for better, number 9, ending to any negative communication, or even around your feminine energy, right? And be prepared for any possibility, okay? Detaching from that outcome, right? For we believe that even if it looks totally grim. I mean, so that's that song that I love, The Light, you know? And sometimes darkness can show you the light, and don't ignore it, and you can do this. It's not forsaken. Okay, you could feel like, oh my gosh, there's no possible way. Believe that there is. So you can move forward. Stay determined. You know this is your journey. You know this is what we're meant to do. So be prepared for any possibility, any beautiful thing that can come along. They're getting us ready for that. even within our sacral chakra, for both of them, that divine is surrounding us within our divine energy in the sacral chakra for that sacred sexuality, and healing that energy surrounding it is what the masculine is saying. Please keep doing that. Stay determined so you can move forward. Heal your sacral chakra and your femininity, recognizing your sacred sexuality instead of what's gone on in the past with masculine energy surrounding us when it comes to sex. Letting go of those types of energies of who they thought we were and stepping into who we really are within our sensuality, sexuality. This week around this moon is so powerful for that harmony, this harmony up here, but for the, you know, the balance. And we have it, balance, major. Okay, so for the masculine, the outcome energy, overall outcome energy is the star. Wishes come true, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So what he's wanting emotionally, letting everything flow out that doesn't serve him, and then keeping the rest that is amazing for him in his heart, what he truly desires. And with the two together, the 1, the 7 is an 8, abundance. It's also the infinity symbol, the symbol of the twin flame. A dream come true. And so he's dreaming right now, and now they're going to start coming true. He's going to start believing in himself, which is amazing. What did I say? Believe. If we believe, they start to believe in themselves and end these situations. That's the outcome for this moon. And for the feminine, we have the High Priestess, powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Be at peace. Put your pieces together. Be one with all your pieces, bringing them back together through your healing, through divine guidance, through signs, synchronicities. Everything around you is a message. Be open to it. As I say, if you need help decoding, I'm here. But truly, everything is, and coming together, and then number 2, as one, having the faith, the trust, and knowing and believing, right? So when we believe, and look, the overall outcome is beautiful arcana. We have all this nice arcana going on here. We have the ability to change our life. We can change the way things go on. We can have this union. Believe. We can have good communication. Anything that's blocking that, and it really is past life stuff and things that have gone on and not being able to forgive and checking on things all the time karmically. And now we have, with this moon, the ability to have his wishes come true and believe in himself, because we're believing in him. If we do, we have that powerful psychic ability where you send that energy to him. I believe you. I know this is happening. It's happening. And then, you know, you're getting the valuable information, even if it's not coming from him truly, but with this moon, a lot of communication comes out, and truth does as well. But you'll get the messages, the signs, the synchronicities to decode, especially during this Mercury retrograde. All right, so now we'll go to what to pay attention to in 3D. Oh, we'll just keep it like that. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. Woo! Go there. That one will just be upright as well. Oh. Okay, we'll put that there. Alright. So what is surrounding the masculine? The energy of the moon is karma, in the DNA, and vigilance. Okay, so being stronger in his energy to move past all this karma for the world. He can have a happy ending. You know, things can work out and not be so volatile. I guess that's why this flipped up for me. It doesn't have to be so volatile. When it comes to this karma, he can be vigilant and get through it. And anything that's been karmically vigilant at him, he can end it in a happy way. Coming full circle into who he truly is within his spiritual growth and insight. Beautiful. That's what's surrounding him. So let's focus on that for the masculine with this moon. And for the feminine, we have the volatility, being within the passion. It's your lucky day. New resources, a change. So if we do not get all upset about these things that are around us and we change it into passion, like I said with the retrograde, seeing it for what it is, don't get all upset, put it towards your passion of I'm changing, I'm realizing better ways of doing things and not falling right back into what I used to do. It's our lucky day. We're having new things come to us in new ways because we're making that change. And to surrender in the 3D for the masculine, yeah, all that karmic stuff, just take that breath and release it. Let it go. And for the feminine to surrender in the 3D, stillness. Yeah, sitting there, procrastinating. All right. Just let it flow. Be in the flow. Let it go. And being still, yes, within feminine energy, yes, but anything that's blocking that and keeping us stuck from knowing that we can have this beautiful communication, relationship to Gabriel is like the twin flame as well. Change in our lives, the way we change, and we can have this union, we can believe. And so instead of being in any negative thought within the past that we sit in and procrastinate in, it's going to flow now. Let us flow it. Let it go. Within the 3D, literally say, I believe these things are happening. It is coming to me in the best possible way. I release any blockages, anything from the past that has been stuck onto me, even ancestral-wise, surrounding masculine energy and how they're no good and they can't follow through. I release all of that because I know I can have good communication. I know I can have a positive change within that. And I know this is meant for me, and I can step into that, and I can inspire success through positive thinking. All right, so to be received for the masculine is celebration. There's the dance right up there with that joy, so they're helping him receive that, right? And emergence, more of the, look at this, more of the sacral chakra energy surrounding our feminine energies because we're doing that as well. Okay, so it's the giving and the receiving. So even with dancing, it's kind of that way. It's this flow. You have the music and you dance to it. It's this beautiful harmony and flow going on there. So good. More of the emergence of true feminine energy that they want to move toward and celebrate with. And to receive for the feminine, there it is, the passion. So instead of getting angry, there's your passion too. Having the passion and blessings in the 3D. So receive your blessings through your passion. Embrace your inner child and true relationships. Gift of passion and opportunity. Major passion with this moon for the feminine. And within that passion, meaning get in that sacral chakra, clear it out, and feel your sexuality and sensuality and work through it and have that happen. Release any attachment to any negativity that's been there. Receive who you truly are. Who you truly are is this divine feminine energy instead of what has happened to kind of shut it down. And what the divine is surrounding with, having this island stuck there, is rebirth. Aha. So instead of him just sticking there and be like, okay, maybe I'm just kind of protected. It's all this karmic junk. And I'm on my own here because they really don't truly get involved in karmic relationships. They just kind of sail through them. They're not emotionally involved. They don't have that vulnerability. Most of them get into these karmic relationships because they don't want to be vulnerable. And if you don't really truly have that connection with the person, you're truly in love with them like you are with the twin flame, then you can't get hurt, right? So they're coming out of that for a rebirth toward the true feminine energy. There's the ascension with the butterfly and fertility. Spring equinox too. So spring, it's springing forward. It's happening now. It's happening. I can't say it enough. And then for the feminine, what the divine is surrounding with is our innocence. Again, yeah, getting that karmic stuff up off of our feminine energy, going back to our innocence. And that is stay determined to move forward within your feminine energies and be prepared for any possibility. And isn't that being childlike anyway? Right? The innocence of anything could possibly happen. You know how when you're younger and anything is possible, and then the doors start shutting. And life starts happening. Those limiting beliefs come through from society, from our parents, you know. So be prepared for anything. And it says environmental activism. So in the 3D, we're coming back to our innocence. That's what they want to surround us with so we can get truly into our divine feminine energies. And so for the overall outcome of the star and the wishes coming true is dream time creation. So creating what they're wishing for. They're able to do that now in the 3D with this moon. And then with the high priestess of the overall outcome of powerful insights, reflection and meditation, and being at peace is sanctuary. And then the cave. And it's no longer being like controlling ourselves and holding us back and feeling the sanctuary in this cave. And once we get out, they will get out. Okay? They will get out. Once we move toward this fire and move toward that, they will move. So that's what it's saying. We have to, reflection provides valuable information and insights. Be at peace, putting our pieces back together. Get out there. Get out of the darkness and put your piece back together. And it is true sanctuary within our true divine energy and who we really are. So they can then recognize and they step into it. But he is creating what he truly desires and wishes for right now with this moon. And we are getting more and more out of our protection and feeling the need to be protected because we are this high priestess, that we have this psychic ability to put the pieces back together and put the two of us back together with that number 2. Let's go on to love. And I'm just going to do, whoa. For the masculine, what to focus on when it comes to love. And for the feminine, for this moon. The distorted feminine. You know what this is? Upside down. Releasing the distorted feminine. Now let's take a look at this. For the feminine, what are we having to release to not be distorted anymore? Yeah, look at that. Coming out of our shell. Getting out of the cave, feeling more safe in our feminine energies and not the distorted hiding within the shell. So recognizing that the real energy is coming out of the shell, okay? So that's what's going on there. This is upside down, so it's like, okay, we're no longer being distorted. Here's the emergence. There's more of a celebration coming through here, right? So we're coming out of our shell. They're going to recognize that and feel that for themselves too and have this rebirth instead of being in solitude. And for us, it is resolving conflict. Yes. Release, forgive, get rid of the negativity and all the karmic stuff. Have love, empathy, compassion, understanding. Okay? That's the only way you get to his heart and he comes out of the cave. We are now getting out of the cave. We're resolving the conflict. We're changing the way we behave when karma comes at us. And now the only way we can do that is sending this to him for this flame, and then he will then step out of the cave as well. So really saying, resolve your conflict within, get rid of that distorted feminine, come out of your shell in your real feminine, and all this starts to move forward as we truly desire. All right, we'll do some romance surrounding this moon to be aware of for the masculine. Whoop. For the feminine. Okay, so for the masculine, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership because that distorted feminine's going away, all right? And there's a strong magnetic attraction, yep. So working on it because he feels the magnetic attraction and what we can create together when we emerge in our feminine energy, more so. And for us, past life relationship. You have known each other from the past, so past life healing as well, but it is, yes, it is a past life relationship. Resolve the conflict from the past life within your relationship. Release it with this moon, okay? Any of the disbelief and being upset for the lies and all the things that go on. Let's go to messages. So, messages from the masculine. Let me just shovel this up really quick. As you know, there's a yes and a truth in there. I think even for the this one too, feminine. So ask your question in your head and see if it comes through. So from the masculine. All right, what are they wanting to tell us? For the feminine communication. Wow. Okay then. Okay. I keep getting this one. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. Oh, right. So the power of love. Yes, send them the love. That's what I was feeling. Surround them with the unconditional love when it comes to this karma right now. And it'll help whatever, you know, negative things that are going on around them and help them to be less afraid to move forward out of those things and be thankful think about the people and things you feel grateful for, those real people, right? So as we've been urged, be the real you, be around the real people who treat you well so you can step more into your feminine energy so he can then be there with you as well. And know that we are grateful for them. Try to stay, and it's really important, definitely around the moon, to be grateful for things and seeing what we truly do have instead of what we're lacking. And then you'll know in the morning. When you wake up, you'll have a better idea of what to do. Relax until then. So what he's also telling us is that they're awakening more and more, and we need to relax as they go through the process. But it's also, when they release this stuff, mourning could also mean, you know, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, mourning. Through us releasing all these things, we then will be able to relax and know that it's awakening them even more. Okay? It's giving us better ideas about what we truly desire from them, gives them a better idea of what they are to step into, how they are to be with us. So be very grateful for what we do have and what we know is to be true. And know that love heals everything. So if we put that love out there and believe in our love, it will heal everything and other things can come through. So the feminine is saying, watch your thoughts, try to stay positive. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So there's a lot of fear going on around there. So what do you desire, masculine? Not what you fear, but see, once we step out of any of those things from the past that we were having problems with, they wake up more and they are less fearful, right? That love, getting to our unconditional, there are helpful people. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So we're saying there are helpful people all around, because as we know, the divine is surrounding them with that right now. So when it comes to emotion and possibly feeling somewhat vulnerable, the right people are going to be put in your path, masculine. Believe that. And dream big at this time with this moon. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding, being successful. In order for them to do that, we have to do it first. Okay? Know they will be successful. And be grateful for that. Feminine, be grateful for how far they've come. And be grateful that coming through this is saying, yes, they're doing the work. It's behind the scenes. We're not aware of it. There's a separation, but don't check on it because we create more karma. Consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So yeah, consult an expert when it comes to emotions when trying to move forward. But also, we are kind of an expert on them because we're knowing ourselves. So it's being more open to any emotions that's coming through. And then finally, let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. And that's important too, because it's not easy for the masculine to open up. It has that card there of the giving and receiving and having that balance. So once again, with this moon talking about balance, let yourself receive. Whatever we're putting out there, we're wanting them to receive the love. They're asking for it. They know that it heals, and if we stay in a loving vibration, but they also have to open up to receive it, because in their past, what it has felt like to have love around them from a feminine energy, karmic feminine energy that hasn't been good for them. So it's kind of like open up now, because the helpful people are there. Stay positive so you attract them, masculine, so you can be helped coming up out of all the stuff you are. And through the mourning, even through the feminine, getting rid of the past life relationship and mourning that, letting it go, they then awaken. And then we can relax until they come more toward us and be thankful for anything that is positive from this relationship, from the journey, from the union, feminine. Being in a loving energy will heal all around you, even your family, all the players that are on the path within this prophecy that we are a part of. All these people around us are all needing to be healed. So send that love, spread it around with that love, especially through karmic energy, any soulmate, karmic situation, send love. Surround the whole situation with love so it can be healed, and realize and believe it can come out in a positive manner, right? It can be positive coming through. And no more worries for the masculine. Let's go to a crystal. Whoa. Masculine, feminine. Whoa, no. Okay. This was upside down, so I'm going to take that one too. I think this, yeah. right there on top of that, in between. So for the masculine, we have Emerald, Compassion. Very good one. It's important for them to step into compassion, surrounding karmic energy instead of being in an angry place, and being more compassionate about all the players involved within the heart chakra. Emerald has been recognized for its powerful medicine of love and compassion for centuries. It was found in the breastplates of the kings and queens from ancient times. This sacred stone shares the medicine of the heart and invites you to deepen into the love and compassion of your organic nature. So we have promotes divine love and compassion, assists in staying connected to the wisdom of the heart, deeply activates the heart chakra, and assists in creating intimacy, assists in letting go of old connections and superficial relationships. Karma. Okay? Good. Heal, heal. All right, so for the feminine, we have Brazilianite, which flexibility, very important for that change, right? Not reacting in all the same way, being more flexible instead of being so stuck in a certain way. It's the solar plexus and the crown. Brazilianite resonates the energy of flexibility and empowerment, offering it to all who cross its path. It gently guides you to release tension and loosen the reins so the divine light of the universe is able to ebb and flow into your life, right? Experiences, right? Go with the flow. It shares its wisdom and divine timing as you open to receive its magic, allowing you to practice flexibility in all aspects of your life. And this is surrounding the Mercury in retrograde, showing us where we are rigid and where we need to change. And then if we have these plans and things start falling apart, it's recognizing, okay, what's the best way to do this instead of what we were used to doing. All right, flexibility makes it easier to make decisions, creating and allowing more inner peace. Assists in decision-making, brings inner peace and self-awareness, enhances flexibility in your life, assists in enhancing creative projects, self-empowerment. Instead of just going through the motions, right? And then we have Spirit Quartz, which is music. And so, and you know, as I was saying that, I turned and the page came up of joy. And see that dancing there? And then the celebration with the dance. And so we are the music for the masculine with this Spirit Quartz. Right here, music. All chakras. Spirit Quartz is a magical crystal full of wonder and joy and assists you in connecting to the music of the spheres. It holds within it the healing medicine of music, sound, and vibration, so raising our vibration. Music is one of the most powerful healing modalities in the universe. It resonates deeply in your psyche, inviting you to open and experience the magic and bliss of the cosmos. Spirit Quartz consists of many small crystal points singing their song of love, encouraging you to connect to the healing essence of music. Opens you to your natural gifts, talents, and passions related to music and sound, opens you to the music of the cosmos, connects you to the fairy realm and nature spirits to a sense of magic, balances the chakras and energy field, creating well-being, invokes inspiration and balance, there it is, aligns the pure joy and freedom that is your divine birthright. Very nice. Flexibility. And what is music? Music is such a flow for this dance, for this divine dance. There's the divine dance. There's the divine dance. We're emerging more in our feminine. We're awakening between the two, emotional healing between the two. And when you do those past life healings, that's what happens. So with the awakening crystal, it is a master teacher card. And it'll probably come up in there. But yeah, so between the two of us, all the emotions are awakening because we're doing what's needed. Look at this darkness of the past. We're getting up out of that. All chakras. The awakening crystal is one of the most powerful crystals on the planet and is classed as one of the teacher crystals. It was put on the earth to assist humanity in healing and transforming the emotional body. It holds within it the secrets to healing the emotional body on a massive scale, working with group consciousness and assisting the planet and bringing oneness to our world community. So at this time, with this moon, healing, healing, healing. So we can move more toward our present and future, what we want. Let go of all dysfunctional emotions and see the truth in situations. It assists in healing all types of addictions, inviting you to look deeper within your own soul for awakening. Connecting to the awakening crystal allows you to clearly understand your emotional wounds and gain a sense of emotional intelligence and well-being. It amplifies buried emotions, allowing them to surface while supporting and holding you as you delve deep into the wound. The awakening crystal is great for those who have embarked on the journey of loving and accepting the shadow side of their psyche, because it holds a safe, powerful space to look deep within within your hidden chambers. So it's still releasing any of this past life stuff, and it is surrounding our masculine as well. So it's important to really get out of there and get that forgiveness coming through and releasing all of that. Deep clearing and healing on an emotional level, releasing and transforming grief, fear, and trauma, understanding your shadow side, overcoming addiction. And the addiction, in a way, it's just being stuck in what made us feel comfortable when we ever got upset about what was going on. And Mercury in retrograde is unearthing this. This would be the best time during Mercury in retrograde to do these healings, to get all this stuff out, because it does make you sit and take the time to really recognize it. Please pay attention to your signs and synchronicities and things that might be poking at you or upsetting you. Change. Try not to react in the same way. This emotional healing is here for you right now with this moon and the Mercury in retrograde. And the mourning, see? Mourning. You'll know in the morning. You will know better when you mourn all this stuff and get rid of it, what you truly desire and how he can come through with compassion instead of still staying with that karmic energy. Let's go. I haven't done an animal in a while, so let's grab an animal for the masculine. For the feminine. All right, perfect. So for the masculine, we have guidance, and it's the wolf. So he's being guided by his instincts, by his true divine instincts at this time around this moon. Howling at the moon, right? Like a wolf. And really, yeah, releasing a lot of emotion toward the moon, getting that vulnerability and releasing a lot of those emotions and any negativity surrounding the karmic energy that's been going on. Because, yeah, they're being able to release that all. Good. With this moon, there's the wolf howling at the moon. So it's letting go of emotions, becoming more vulnerable so he can be in a more joyous stance with us. And for us, we have secret guard, crane. So, all right. The way I'm saying this is, yeah, letting down your boundaries, coming more into harmony and balance within your feminine energies, and no more putting up that guard and finding those blockages, right? The secret guard, the crane. It's kind of like taking that, getting down in there, figuring it out, and then coming back with the reward, which would be the worm, right? That nugget of knowledge that is taking away any of those blockages. So it is important to be flexible, to move through all of this, to get this emotional healing and be awakened even more so for our ascension. We're doing this quicker and quicker as long as we are open. We ask for help and guidance, and more we ascend, the more we recognize the messages, okay? So it's truly important with this moon to go for the changes. Try not to sit in what you've been doing, procrastinating and all that. Try not to get so upset with the Mercury in retrograde, and use it toward the passion of knowing that you're changing and things are going to be for the better. You're walking away from anything that hasn't been true to you, stepping more into your feminine energy, feminine, masculine, becoming more vulnerable, kind of letting it go with the moon, more emotion coming through, and recognizing a better feminine energy emerging and a rebirth within it instead of within karmic energy. So everyone, so happy to be able to get this in and do this for you, to be aware of it. Let's get that balance going, right? Let's get those changes coming through, knowing they're good. They're so amazing. The information we're receiving right now, even if there's not much communication because of Mercury in retrograde, we will get the communication if we really open up and see everything as a sign to guide us of where we are needed to go. And it is needed to go. I'm not even going to say desire anymore. It's a need now, okay? So also really being open. I can't say that enough. Being that vulnerable. But truly, ask for help if you want help. And know that you will be provided for in any way. Do for others. Help everyone out along the way, in the group or anything that's going on. If something is, you want to stand there and say, God, guide me, divine guide me in any way you would like, anything you want from me. I will do it. I will go with the flow. I will be flexible. I will flow with whatever you're guiding me to do, so that he can come into his compassion and truly awaken as well and heal through all the emotional stuff that's going on karmically for him. So, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. donating especially, and to all my clients, I adore you, love working with you, and all future clients, come on, bring it on. Would love to help you out in any possible way. As a collective, we just get stronger and stronger. The more we work on ourselves, the more we heal, and the more we put ourselves out there with the faith and the belief that is going to get better, and the belief that it's just better and better, and it's happening now. Not something to wait for, it's in the process, and it's moving forward, and it's happening now. Believe it for the masculine feminine so he can come into his own belief and recognize our true beauty out of this karmic energy. So until you see me again, share the love. Hey everyone, I'm back. After I finished, I realized I was just drawn to this deck and I did not pull anything from it. And so I went, and I promise you, I just turned this card, because you've seen it. If you're watching in the video, this has been the card all along. And I turned this card and bam, twin flames. Your passion ignites. This is what it's all about. Okay? Let me pull another. This is what it's all about. It's here for the taking. Believe. Our passion. Stay within the passion and instead of getting upset. And the other two is... give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Believe. It's coming. It's happening. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Believe. Okay? All right. All right. So you see me again. Take care and share the love.